This is also obviously going to be recorded and put on our IGTV. But for those of you watching, welcome. Thank you for coming. This is lunch for the IFC session 1. There will be 3 of these. Obviously, there's one right now, and the other 2 will be live August 5th at 2 p.m. and August 12th at 2 p.m. So thanks also to the 3 of you guys for showing up to this. This is kind of a big deal. We don't really, like, as an IFC, we haven't done a lot of, like, summer programming in the past. So this is kind of cool that we're able to do this kind of thing. And P&Ms can kind of watch this stuff before they even get to campus or know anybody and kind of learn about our community. So we'll just start off by all introducing ourselves. I'll go ahead and go first. My name is Herald. I'm the VP Recruitment for IFC. I'm also a member of PIKE Alpha along with AB. I'm from Lexington. I'm going to be a junior this semester. I'm a finance and econ major. And then the 3 of y'all can just, whoever wants to go first, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Sean Rosenblatt. I'm a junior here at UK studying mathematical economics. I'm from Maine, and I'm the recruitment for our fraternity.
What's up? I'm Shane Crimmins. I'm a kinesiology major. I'm from Chicago, and I'm a brother of Phi Gamma Delta.
How's it going? Just like Drew said, I'm Alex Black. I'm from Chicago. I'm a member of Pi Kappa Alpha, and I'm going to be a junior.
All right, so basically the way this is going to work, it's going to be really simple. I'm just going to, like, ask, like, 8 to 10 questions, like, bring kind of topics up. Just this one, so the kind of theme of this one is just general UK content as an incoming freshman, like, what your experience is like. Obviously, we're all fraternity men, but we're not even going to talk that much today about, like, very specific fraternity stuff. It's kind of just going to be about that UK experience and then kind of tying that back to a little bit of being in a fraternity. But basically, I'll just bring up a couple topics, ask y'all a couple questions. We'll talk for a little bit, and then I'll let y'all go. So the first question is, why did you decide to go to UK? And I can start off with me personally. I'm from Lexington, so there really wasn't any place that felt like home other than UK. It was just kind of natural for me. I already knew a lot of people here. I know a lot of people, and some of y'all, maybe all y'all aren't from Lexington, so if y'all kind of want to, I'm just going to open these up to whoever, like, y'all can just kind of talk as you want to. But why'd you decide to go to UK?
Yeah, I mean, going off that, I'm from just north of Chicago, so I really knew no one coming to Lexington in the first place. But my roommate actually grew up a huge UK fan. His parents went to Western Kentucky. So I actually ended up just going on a visit with him. And ever since that visit, I just fell in love with the place. It's very modern, new. There's a small city feel to it. And there's, there's also like pastures of horses. So you get a little bit of everything. So that's kind of what attracted me to UK in the first place.
Yeah, for me, being from Chicago, I didn't know anybody coming here either. But it was just as soon as I visited the campus, I loved it. I'm a kinesiology major, so it was awesome for my major. I think as soon as I just visited the campus, saw everybody was so nice and welcoming. It felt right away like the spot to be.
Yeah, coming from Maine, I also knew nobody coming here as well, but I also just really wanted to get out of state and experience something new. So UK was sort of just a shot in the dark, but coming here, like you guys were already saying, it really was just a beautiful campus, really modern. Everything just seemed really home and welcoming. I just sort of took a shot and applied.
Yeah, so like y'all have all kind of talked about, because none of y'all are actually from here or even like kind of remotely close. Like coming here and seeing like the campus, falling in love with it. So like when you did get here, what were you excited about when you got on campus, and like how did you find out about IFC or fraternity recruitment?
Yes, the thing I was most excited for was really just meeting new people and getting a bunch of different friends, because I knew practically nobody first coming here. And I first found out about IFC. When I first came here, I was originally an engineering major, and like I said, I knew nobody. And then when one of my friends told me about IFC and said that there's an all STEM major fraternity, which is what Triangle is. So I thought having a group of guys who are all in similar majors, if not the same major as me, it really seemed interesting to me. So when I reached out to them, they were very welcoming. It just made it really seem like this was a family, this was a home I could really be a part of.
Yeah, for me, I was more excited about meeting people as well. You know, starting a whole new like kind of part of your life, I guess. So, you know, coming down, I wanted to meet a bunch of new people. And for me, I kind of got into IFC. I knew I wanted to join a fraternity and everything. As soon as I met some of the guys and everything, went through the process, I loved it. And as soon as I met the guys in my chapter, I felt comfortable right away. Felt like that's where I wanted to be.
Yeah, and going off of that, I mean, I think the K-Week does a really good job helping a lot of people kind of start that first step to meeting new people. But I think IFC, like that's their specialty. That's exactly what it's here for, is to make those lifelong friends. So that's kind of what drew me to IFC, just like they did.
Yeah, kind of a similar topic as well. Like what makes, especially I'm interested in this one for all you all because you're not from Kentucky, but what makes UK a home away from home? Like what here, I mean, y'all are all at least 2 years in, I believe. Like what makes UK really like feel like home when you are here?
Yeah, for me, it's just the friendships that I've made. So it feels like even though I'm not with my family back home, I feel like I got a second family here. So it's kind of just like the brotherhood I've made. It's like it feels like the friends I have there is more of like a family when I'm down in Lexington.
Yeah, and going off that, it's just being comfortable with a new group of people. And like you said, we got a couple of years under our belts now. So I do feel very comfortable with everyone in the first place. And it's weird because IFC, you know, one of my closest friends now is from Connecticut, and I would have never met him in the first place if it wasn't for going through the whole rush process to begin with.
Yeah, going off of what you guys just said, it's definitely the friendships for me as well, because the people I've met here, I've already made. I can tell like I'm gonna know them for a really long time, and just I've had some of the best memories of my life here, and I'm already feel closer with some of these guys in just the span of 2 years than I have with people I've known my entire life.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of to turn the tides, I guess I want to ask, like, what's a major challenge that you didn't expect when you got here your first semester? Like, this could be either fraternity related or not. Like, just a little thing for me, like, as an example. I didn't realize how terrible the parking is in Lexington until I moved downtown, because I got, like, 6 parking tickets my first semester from UK because I didn't realize that you had to kind of pay to park anywhere.
Yeah, the parking and just like sorry, you can go.
No, I was just gonna answer that question. Like, I think for me, it was just how fast everything was. Like, when it's with school and like even joining a fraternity and everything's so fast, and it's like you got to really be able to slow yourself down and focus. Obviously, we're all there for school, so to be able to just kind of focus on exactly what you have to and just kind of like slow your time down because the days fly by so fast in college. So for me, it was just kind of just taking my time and figuring out what I had to figure out.
Yeah, for sure. And like with signing day, or like those 3 weeks from when you move in until like signing day, it's like it's so hectic. And I guess like for P&Ms, I just want to say like you all can take a day or two. Like there's recruitment stuff. Like guys are always doing stuff during those 3 weeks. Like obviously chapters are always trying to recruit guys, but like you can take a day off and do your schoolwork if you need to, you know, because I feel like I stretch myself super thin in the fall of my freshman year, just trying to do every single thing I could, which isn't a bad thing to be involved, you know, but like it's hard to find that balance when you get here.
Yeah, and for out-of-state guys, like you're trying to get used to a whole new area in the first place. So that can be another stressful thing that people don't usually consider. It's like the first day you stepped into your high school, maybe you didn't know exactly what all your classes were, but now it's just on a much bigger scale. You're in a completely new city. You have no idea where you are, what's going on. And like I'm still learning the street names to begin with in the first place. Like even I don't have it completely down. But I think just making friends with people who are in that same part of their life and you guys can kind of get through that together, I think that's an important part.
Yeah, the campus itself for me was definitely something that took a while to get used to, and I'm still honestly like finding my way around certain parts of campus that I don't really go around that lot. But I was just really surprised by the amount of just clubs and groups and how much there was on campus. I was really blown away, just how many opportunities there were and just how much I could really fill all my free time with.
Someone in the chat said, what are your guys' majors? I think some of us already said this when we introduced ourselves, but if you're coming late, I'm finance econ, if you want to go around and say that again.
Mathematical economics.
I'm kinesiology.
I'm neuroscience.
And that right there just shows like with fraternity men how broad it is, because all 4 of us have majors and none of them are remotely the same. just out of random. Like, so I'd say, like, obviously not with Triangle because they're very STEM focused. Like, you know, y'all kind of have your own thing and your own focus there. But with a lot of the other chapters, like, if you have a major other than a STEM major, like, you're going to have probably someone with the same sort of thing as you. That's probably an older guy that can kind of help you along. And if you are a STEM guy, like, Triangle's a good place because everybody's kind of somewhat in the same boat, you know. So kind of to go off that, when things do get stressful, especially like your all's freshman year, whether socially or just with kind of not knowing your way around or your bearings, what did you all do, or what do you still do kind of to relax during the school year?
I guess one of the biggest things is always just reaching out to all the friends that I make, because I know no matter who is there, and somebody is going to be willing to want to hang out. And sort of what Drew had already said, with Triangle being a STEM major fraternity, everybody is in a very similar boat with majors. So anytime something stressful happened with class, I knew that there was going to be somebody who's either in the same class as me or has taken it before and can definitely offer some sort of help. And everybody's always more than willing to help out any way they can.
Yeah, for me, so I'm actually going to be a sophomore, so I was a freshman last year. So for me, it was like whenever I was stressed out, I was in the dorms, and our house was right by, it's on like Greek Park right there. So for me, it was if I ever was stressed out or need time to relax, I could just head over there. There's a bunch of brothers over there, and a lot of them at the time may not be doing work or something, so you could always chill out, relax. There's always someone to talk to. There's always something to do just to relax you and get your mind off of schoolwork.
Yeah, and going off that too, just to do something away from school so you kind of have some time to relax, time for yourself. You can, I mean, there's always so many people, no matter what fraternity you're in, there's going to be other guys who are feeling the same way. You can reach out, see you play Xbox, PS4, things like that. You guys can play blackjack. That's a popular thing we like to do. Just kind of other activities to get your mind off of it. It can be disc golf too. We've been playing a lot of disc golf. Just a bunch of stuff that Lexington has to offer. You just have to take advantage of it.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of consider Lexington like the biggest small town because there's still a lot of stuff to do, but I don't feel like it's like comparable to like a big city. That's why I kind of like the fraternity experience because like there's not a million things to go out and do every single day, but just like having people to hang out with for sure is kind of what's gotten me through at least my first 2 years of college, kind of being able to de-stress and things with my friends. Second to last topic that I want to talk about is just your all's path to leadership, because obviously you're all recruitment chairs for your fraternities. So if you all want to just share a little bit about how you kind of got to where you are with your role as a recruitment chair.
Yeah, so, I mean, I can start with that. Coming into the chapter, I always knew I wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself. And I do think recruitment is one of the biggest parts for any fraternity on campus. I mean, like I said, I did want to be a part of something bigger than myself. So I wanted to be one of the guys helping to make sure that the fraternity was sturdy and for future generations to come kind of thing. And I think the recruitment chair position is one of the best spots to do that at, because you're directly involved with all the PNMs, all the guys coming in. And then you get to kind of delegate a little bit of your time with the committee and things like that too. So I do think, I mean, I'm sure they have similar stuff to go off of that too, but that's one of the bigger reasons for me why I did it.
Yeah, similar to that, I also, when I first joined a fraternity, I knew I really wanted to put a lot of work into it and really get out what I put in, make sure I could really be a part of it and part of something bigger than myself. And when elections came up for recruitment chair, a lot of the brothers told me they wanted to see me do it. And all of a sudden, it just sort of opened up all these doors and possibilities for me. And it really looked like one of the most, I guess, gratifying jobs, being able to reach out and get people to join your fraternity. So you really get to be part of the growth of fraternity, making sure everybody in it is still active. And you can say at least a little bit that was part of some of the reason why some of these guys joined.
Yeah, even for me, for when it comes to recruitment and running for that leadership, I just remember when I was getting recruited as a freshman, like the recruitment chair recruited me, how he impacted like my first right away on campus, you know, from out of state. Didn't know what I was doing, how much he impacted me. And I remember as soon as after that, I loved like the way how that felt. And I was like, I want to be on the reverse end of that. I thought it was so cool. It made me so much more comfortable on campus and impacted me. So I wanted to do that, help other people with that.
Yeah. So for me, obviously I'm not a recruitment chair, but being vice president of recruitment for IFC, it was never really something my freshman year that I feel like I kind of knew I wanted to do. I kind of knew I wanted to be on IFC because I love my fraternity to death, but I saw this huge community of like over 1,600 students that are just in Greek life on IFC in general, and I felt like I could do something to kind of work with everybody in the whole community, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. The way IFC works, we have elections in the fall, and I actually put my name in the hat for VP of Finance because I'm a finance major, and I figured that would be somewhere where I could use my skills well, and I got beat out in probably a landslide vote to our current VP of Finance, who deserved the job more than I did, honestly, and he's done a great job so far. But there was a second round of elections, and I was on a recruitment committee for PIKE my first semester, my sophomore year, and I kind of knew that I enjoyed recruitment. I had a passion for that, so I threw my name in the hat for that. Honestly, it's one of those things that I kind of just lucked into, but it's been a wild ride, and I've loved it so far. There's definitely a lot of good leadership opportunities, whether you want to be a recruitment chair for your chapter, on the exec board, or on IFC as a whole. And that's something we'll kind of talk about in the next couple of these sessions. One last thing, do y'all have any advice for incoming freshmen, whether it be fraternity-based or just some little nugget of information that you think they need to know before they get here? And you can think on that for a second, too, if you want to.
I guess
one
of the biggest pieces of advice. I'll go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say for me, I remember, I was just a freshman last year, so I remember how it feels. And I think like right away, just get yourself involved right away and make sure you can try to go to everything you possibly can. Just something that might not feel like it's for you, just go out there. You'll never know like who you meet or what you get out of that. So I think just taking the step and doing something that makes you feel like might seem uncomfortable, but I think that's like the biggest thing, get out of your comfort spot. And the next thing I would say is fraternity wise is wherever you feel the most comfortable. There's going to be a bunch of places recruiting and everything. That's just how it goes. But wherever you feel the most comfortable, whatever you think is going to lead you in the best way, and like where everything's best, I think that's where to go. Just follow whatever you feel, and that'll do you the best.
Yeah, I guess one of the biggest pieces of advice I could offer, and this goes for both campus and fraternity life, is utilizing the resources that IFC and campus gives you, especially when it comes to classes. If people are offering like tutoring services or if there's office hours, anything that teachers or students offer, definitely go and check it out, because even if it's something that you don't think will be helpful, it may be something that could definitely help you down the line with like either when it's coming to studying or trying to meet new friends in the class, or even when it comes to trying to meet new brothers in your fraternity, trying something out, whether it's a community service event that you don't really know anything about, or it's just a brotherhood night with an event that you're not really into, but you still want to like put yourself out there and really see what it's all about.
Yeah, and I would say an important thing is just to stay true to yourself. You're going to meet a lot of different people who like a lot of different kinds of things, and I think it's important that you just kind of be who you're going to be, who you want to be, and you don't try to mold yourself into anything that other people are trying to influence upon you. So go where you're comfortable, go where you feel like they reflect the same kind of values as you.
All right, and then before I let y'all go, I want to just give you a second to like plug whatever you want, whether it's your contact info, your fraternity's contact info, any events that y'all have upcoming or anything like that.
Yeah, you can follow us. It's for us. It's at UK FIGAM. You can follow us there. We got an Instagram and Twitter. My social media, I'm Shane Crimmins. So you can follow me on that if you just look that up. We'll be around there, but we'll be posting something soon about events and other stuff we have coming up later this summer and in the fall. And we'll also have the president and one other recruitment chair. We have all our info down that you can text us any moment. We're open to any questions.
Yeah,
you can reach out to August gets a little bit. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, you can reach out to Triangle on Instagram at UK Triangle. Also, you can reach out to me. My number is 207-653-1888 if you have any questions about recruitment. Also, something else that Triangle is doing this semester is we're going to be implementing a new scholarship program for incoming freshmen and sophomores, or people who are transferring as long as you're a full-time student. You have to have at least a 3.0 GPA to get it, and you get $1,000 for it. So if you join a fraternity, then that basically is a semester's worth of dues that you can do just by doing well in school.
Yeah, and for us, as August gets a little bit closer, we'll start putting out stuff on social media as well for events and things like that. But you can contact me, alex.black0358@gmail.com. Email me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, but the more the merrier, so just hit me up whenever you guys feel like it.
And then on our end, for the IFC as a whole, I just want to remind everybody, if you haven't signed up for recruitment, that's necessary to get a bid and go through signing day. You just have to go to kentuckyifc.com/recruitment. There's a $30 fee, and you just have to fill out a form. You still have a lot of time to do that, but I recommend doing it as soon as you can, just so we get your name in our database and guys can start reaching out to you. But thank you all for coming. This was really successful for the first one of these sessions. Thank you to both the three of you all that are on here, as well as everybody that's watching, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. We'll see you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good one.
Sure, see you all.